He was the kind of man people called brilliant. Straight A's, great job, always composed. But one thing never worked: relationships. His first girlfriend said he never listened. The second said he was emotionally distant. The third, she just walked away without a word. He thought he was unlucky in love. The truth? He lacked emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence in relationships? Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is not about being soft. It's about being in tune with your own emotions and with the feelings of those you love. It means noticing when your partner is withdrawn and knowing it's not just about you. It means knowing how to say, "I'm sorry," and mean it. It's empathy, patience, presence, timing, and most of all, it's the ability to connect. 5 signs of low EQ in relationships. You shut down instead of talking. You feel attacked every time someone gives feedback. You rarely apologize first. You avoid emotional conversations. You believe being right is more important than being kind. Sound familiar? These are not flaws, and they are untrained muscles. EQ can be built. Real couples, real struggles. Meet James and Lena. James loves Lena, but when she gets upset, he freezes. He either withdraws or tries to solve her emotions. What Lena needs is for James to sit, listen, and say, "I hear you." But James didn't grow up in a home where feelings were talked about, so he fumbles, shuts down, or changes the subject. They fight not because they don't love each other, but because their EQs are mismatched. How childhood shapes EQ. Emotional intelligence is not just personality, it's conditioning. If you grew up where emotions were punished, you learned to hide them. If you saw yelling every time there was conflict, you learned that anger is the only way to be heard. But you can rewire that. Awareness is the first step. The 4 pillars of EQ in love. 1. Self-awareness. Can you name what you feel? 2. Self-regulation. Can you pause before reacting? 3. Empathy. Can you imagine how your partner feels? 4th, connection. Can you stay emotionally present, even when it's hard? These are not gifts, they're skills. And like any skill, they improve with practice. Arguments and emotional intelligence. Most fights aren't about the topic, they're about how we make each other feel. I feel dismissed. I feel judged. I feel like you don't care. EQ helps you recognize the emotions beneath the words and respond with intention instead of impulse. How to build EQ together. Couples who grow together, stay together. Start with check-ins. How's your heart today? Reflect before reacting. What do I need right now? Use empathy phrases. I imagine that felt really hard for you. Celebrate vulnerability. Thank you for telling me that. Tiny habits. Big changes. When one person has higher EQ. Sometimes one partner is more emotionally aware than the other. That's okay, as long as there's willingness. But if one always explains, softens, or absorbs emotional labor, imbalance grows. EQ is a shared journey, not a solo climb. Emotional safety, the hidden key. Emotional safety means you can express without fear. No silent treatment, no mocking, no scorekeeping. Just space for hard feelings, for messy moments. Without emotional safety, there's no real intimacy, just performance. EQ isn't always easy, but it's worth it. Learning EQ isn't always smooth. You'll mess up. You'll say the wrong thing, but that's okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's connection. And the best relationships aren't between perfect people. They're between people who are willing to grow, listen, and love smarter. Final message: choose EQ, choose love. Emotional intelligence isn't something you either have or don't. It's something you choose. In the pause before you react, in the way you listen, in the moment you ask, not assume. So if you've ever lost love and wondered why, maybe it wasn't bad luck. Maybe it was a lack of EQ. But you can build it, starting today. And the love you create with emotional intelligence, it lasts.